So guys, yesterday it was said that some Fulani terrorists were arrested somewhere in Lagos as they came out to collect ransom. Now, some Yoruba youths were around there and they were able to arrest them. Now, see what this headline here says. It says, just in Fulanis spotted in Lagos. Multiple sources confirm their presence in Lekki Epe, Eleko axis. And now, this other headline here says, bandit allegedly got caught while trying to pick up ransom money at the drop-off point they gave to the kidnapped victim's family. Guys, that this bandit, they actually came out to collect ransom. But guess what? They were apprehended. That's what this headline is saying. And this one says, outrage in Lagos as residents apprehend suspected kidnappers in Ibeju. Tension and outrage erupted in the Ibeju area of Lagos State after members of the public reportedly apprehended individuals suspected of being involved in kidnapping activities within the community. Eyewitnesses said angry residents and local vigilantes mobilized after receiving information about the suspected alleged activities, leading to their capture before security operatives were alerted to the scene. Guys, you can see the video here. Guys, some Fulanis were seen, and it is now being said that they actually came out to pick up their ransom when they were apprehended. Guys, this government of Tinubu has made terrorism to be a lucrative business. Fulanis don't go to school. They've resorted to, terrorism, guys, collecting money, kidnapping. When you tell them to go to school, they say they want to raise cattle. Now, no education, they don't have means of livelihood. They are now depending on those who went to school to get job and do work to be paying them. Guys, what kind of country are we living in? Now, Babachi Lawal has dumped Atiku. One of the things he said is this: have you ever heard Atiku condemn any of the kidnappings or massive killing across the country? Former SGF Babachi Lawal question Atiku Abubakar's capacity to become Nigeria's president. He said Atiku does not condemn the Fulani kidnapping, and he wants to become president. Guys, this is the fear of this man. He has said it, that he doesn't think Atiku has the quality to become president of Nigeria. Guys, anyway, let me know what you think about this. Atiku was also spotted in a video when he talked about subsidy. Like you can see, he said here, the savings from subsidy removal is not accounted for. Tinubu makes matters worse by making borrowing the cornerstone of his economic policy. This was Atiku speaking, but he does not speak about the insecurity happening in Nigeria. Now, this is some people from Plateau State. Guys, terrorists went and killed seven people and injured many. Now, Reverend Ezekiel Dachumo is the one that tweeted this. He said, another night of tears in Nigeria. The cries of innocent families rose into the darkness on Sunday night as terrorists attacked Guam Ajang village, a remote community about 15 miles southwest of Jos, the capital of Plateau State, Nigeria. At least 7 precious lives were brutally taken. Mothers, daughters, sisters, and community members who had gathered together were suddenly thrown into terror as gunmen opened fire without mercy. Several others were left wounded, carrying physical scars and emotional wounds that may never fully heal. According to local residents, the attack specifically targeted a women's gathering. Witnesses reported hearing the attackers shouting Allah Akbar while speaking Fulani as they carry out their assaults. Guys, Fulanis attacked women who gathered for one program or the other. At the end, 7 people died and many injured. Guys, what is happening? The Jos people, the Plateau people, doesn't mean they cannot come out and do something. There's never a protest. They don't speak out. People of Jos, they don't speak out. Even the church should be on the streets protesting. Even Reverend Dachumo should organize protesters to come out. They cannot just stay and be being killed every day. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now take a look.
Original bullets.
The kidnapped kids in Oyo State. In all of this, what happens to
proactive measures? Must we wait, for people to be kidnapped before we start making efforts to rescue them? What is the value of intelligence? We were told that 200 American soldiers are here to help us gather intelligence, to collaborate with the Nigerian military, in intelligence and give us a tactical operational support. How do you react to the comments from the military authorities? Does it give you hope that, we might be actually on the right path in trying to fight terrorism and win the war?
No, I think this insecurity has been politicized. It's like both the government and the military, they are using it to divert our attention. Yes, because each time these things happen, you see them doing a fire brigade approach as if they are serious. After that particular incident has been taken care of, everybody goes home then until the next one happens. So when you see the modus operandi of this government and the military, you will now discover that, yes, there is something they are not telling us. I was listening to one of our platforms this morning, and I heard something that shocked me, that the defense budget of 20 billion, out of that 20 billion, I think that was last year, only 1.7 was released. Can you imagine? So what would any military establishment do with 1.7 billion in terms of buying equipment and all that? And they went all on to reel out what was going on. Meanwhile, the presidential fleet, their own budget was released fully, presidential fleet. When you see all these things, you now ask yourself, where is the priority? Where is the priority, for God's sake? So I am very, very convinced that Tinubu is not taking this matter serious. He is not. His body language alone will tell you that he's not taking it serious, because how could you do this? You release the full amount of money, 20 billion, 25 billion for presidential fleet. Then that of the military, only 1.7. And you want them to do what? To fight with their bare hands? No, seriously, we are not. We are not serious. We are not. Let us not deceive ourselves. I sympathize with those who are defending this government, because there's nothing to defend here. Nothing.
But Mr. Gomo, when you said that the president, that 25 billion naira meant for the presidential fleet was fully released, and that of the military was not completely released, who should take responsibility? Is it the president or the Minister of Finance?
No, it's the president. It's the president. It is the president. He knew what is going on. Why was his own budget fully released? Because that's presidential fleet.
Oh, he's not a pilot. Does he run the fleet?
Oh, he should know. The box stops on the table.
Okay.
The box stops on the table. You don't just read out a budget. You follow it or you monitor it. You are the president. There's no way you can tell me here that the president does not know what all the ministries are supposed to be doing at any point in time. Then why is he the president? I cannot blame any minister who is not performing. I will blame the president, because the buck stops on the table. He's the one that appointed them, and he should monitor their performance.
Okay, before we go to our virtual guests, I would like to ask you, are you delighted by the fact that the NSCDC, had sailed off two companies, because they were allegedly involved in terrorism financing, and because we are back to the issue of cutting off the sponsors of terrorism? If we have foreign financiers, in Nigeria here, and at some point we were given 414 names of terror financiers, and up until this moment, I'm not sure that any of them has been successfully prosecuted. Mm-hmm. So does this give you joy that a company has been sealed off because apparently they were involved in they're allegedly involved in terrorism finance? Does it give you hope?
If a foundry company is collecting scrap from maybe boys who bring it to them and all that, how does that amount to terrorism financing? The company are in business. Those metals that they are bringing to them, they are melting it and they are selling it and all. They are using it to make money.
Don't you think they could be using that as a front? But underneath, they could be doing some other things.
No.
I mean, they wouldn't just go out and do the stealing. They must have acted on intelligence tip-off.
Look, those things are brought to them by somebody, through of us. Some people bring all those steel metal that they use to seal our manhole and all that. All those railway railings. Some people bring it to them. And so, apparently they pay them and then they use it to do whatever they want to do. Those ones, I cannot sit down here and tell you that it amounts to terrorism financing. The real terrorists, the real people financing terrorism are the ones who steal our crude oil. Yes. They are the people, you can't even see them. They don't open shop anywhere that will be visible because they are running a business. All you need to do, go and monitor that business and see whether yes. Because if you are running a business, your aim is to make money. So if they are running a business and they are using the money to finance terrorism, that means that business will soon close up. That's just the truth. These guys that are the actual financiers, you can't even see them. They collect money from source, from our national treasury, from our national resources, and use it to do what they want to do. Up to today, we are now still looking for 210 trillion from NNPCL. Is this spirit that took that money? Is this spirit? Why is it that the government is not talking about that money? Is this spirit that, look at the amount of money we are talking about here. So these are the people you should be looking to us. Go and ask, let us find out where that money is. It's very huge. And so when that kind of money can just disappear and nobody talking about, and you are here asking me who is financing terrorism, what did the person do with that kind of money? What did the person do with it?
Barrister Darlington Akomo, talking about funding, let's focus a little on funding. What would you say is hampering or hindering the central bank from curbing the activities of the crypto market? I know some Nigerians cried out when government placed a ban on the cryptocurrency exchange and the rest of them. What other measures can the central bank put in place to ensure that this is controlled? The monies that go out of the country are controlled. We arrested a few individuals. Forgotten the guy's name now. The American, who escaped. I mean, his friend escaped. He was later released. Forgotten his name.
That avenue is a conduit pipe for criminals to perpetrate their evil acts. The government is aware. There are countries that don't want to hear crypto, not to talk of the currency that follows.
But there are people doing business legitimately.
Sorry?
There are people doing business legitimately.
In our things that work here, no, bosses, things that work outside there does not work here. Can't you get it?
No,
we always abuse everything. Yes, everything. Like this, what is it called now? Foreign exchange. In the black market, don't you see what they do? Most of the 400 names that they gave us from Dubai are doing bureau de change. That is what happens here. Every avenue that works out there cannot work in Nigeria.
Is it a systemic failure?
No. It's a deliberate. It's not systemic. It's deliberate. These people have a way of converting everything to their own criminal enterprise. And government is in bed with them. Government is in cahoots with them. That's why the thing is thriving. Go and check. All the things that government does not want to see operate or work. Do you see them? Do you see them? So when government does not want anything to exist, that thing will not exist. Take it from me. But when they want to pretend, they will say, they think they don't know what is going on. Like this insecurity now. So you want me to sit down here and tell you and tell you that government is not aware of the source of this insecurity and what is going on? Is that what you want me to believe? Even a market woman can deduce what government is doing with this insecurity. A market woman can interpret the action of government on this insecurity.
All right.
So when government does not want to work, they will look for excuses. That's just
so Nigeria should hold its government accountable.
Government, yes, federal government of Nigeria, not just government too. I didn't say local government. Federal government of Nigeria. They should tell us, because that's what they swore to do for us. Yes, you are not doing it and you are saying you are performing. Where is the performance here? Every Nigerian should hold the federal government of Nigeria accountable for this.
All right, then we have Mr. Darlington.
Yes, in all this, what has thrown up here is the puncturing of the so-called master strategy. Because initially, everybody believed that he's going to walk around this, he'll perform magic, all these people, he'll have a way of accommodating all of them, keeping all the promises. And I had my reservation because I knew it can never happen. Now that it has happened, all those people who were praising and celebrating what is not, I wanted to know what they will say. Because you cannot give what you don't have. How would you have entered another party with the promise that they will give you automatic ticket without thinking of all the people that were there and all that? Now that it has happened, so where is the strategy? Moses, where is the strategy that is now causing problem in the polity? Is that not because of this defection that they now started counting 100, 2,000, 3,000 just to validate what they have already prearranged? That is to make sure that what they have already decided happens. They will not say because people defected and all that. You know, these are some of the small tricks that when you look at it, you ask yourself, what's the meaning of all this? You can see. So the thing is that I am so happy that this thing happens so that people will know that there is no strategy anywhere. It's just all these fraudulent activities that people are validating and supporting. Because how do you count 100 and you now count 2,000? INEC was there in that primary. They supported it, they validated it, and they recorded it. Moses, please, is it what you call a strategy? Because that's the first thing they will tell you tomorrow. That is the master strategy. He has done it, this and that. He had 10 million votes. You know? And nobody will ask, are you sure there was a 10 million vote somewhere? Are you sure? Now we have accepted it. Is that not true? We have moved on. Moses, we have moved on. Shebi they have conducted primaries. Yes, we have moved on. I wish them well, though. That's all I will say. I wish them well.
All right, let's go to another headline.
Wike.
That's from this day newspaper.
Yeah, from this day newspaper. Wike says Fubara signed an agreement not to seek second term.
For me, these things we are saying here cannot take us far. This democracy cannot grow under this condition. Like this. I'm telling you, that is my own concern. Imagine what will happen if Tinubu continue after 2031 with this character. Do you think you and I will be in this studio? His voice will just be on this street. I'm not joking. They will just be here waiting for anybody that will call without giving them money. And that is politics, Abi. No, that is politics for you people. Count me out, too. Because the way these people have destroyed this country is very annoying. Very, very, very annoying. If not for a federal might that descended on River State and Fubara, the man would have made it. If it was left with him and Wike, Fubara would have beaten Wike hands down. Until his oga got interested with state of emergency. That was needless. Needless. Is that not where they got him? And from there, the man was looking for who to help him and all that. There was no help. That was where they got him.
The people were solidly behind him. The people were his major help. Rivers people today, Fubara traded them off.
After the state of emergency, what other power does he have? No other power. With the military running, in fact, military was all over the place. If not for those things that they did from Abuja, Fubara would have made it. That was where they got him. So it was not a weaker power only. If it was a weaker power, he wouldn't have gone for River State. That is where we should focus. So the man was doing all this thing. What was his intention? Meanwhile, where he needed to impose state of emergency, he didn't do that. Up to today, he has not done that. So what are you people saying here, blaming Fubara? I cannot blame him for one day. Tinubu is abusing the privilege he has in Abuja. He's abusing it. That's just the truth. Whatever happened to River State and Fubara, I will blame it solely on Tinubu because he was behind it. He is behind it. And he has continued to be behind it. Meanwhile, the insecurity that is happening in the north, he does not even care. He does not bother. He is looking for small soft spots to prey on so that he will use them to flex muscle that he has power. Can't Can't you impose the state of emergency in the north?
It's not even not alone now. The state of emergency should be imposed all over Nigeria.
Let him start from there. Let him start, because the northerners have begged him, please, bring state of emergency, and he refused. But he can put it on Fubara because he has seen him as a weak link. As a weak link. Nobody, I won't even blame Fubara for once, so I will not. I will not. Yeah, if not for federal might, he would have dealt with Wike.
All right, Dangote faces price war as NNPC backs fuel imports. NNPC urges court to dismiss Dangote's suit. Marketers back competition, warn against monopoly risk. Refinery says import licenses undermine local production. There you go. And this, all of this is coming as the Muslim festival, the Eid al.
Yeah, it's kicking off tomorrow.
Yes,
the public holiday starts tomorrow. But I'm surprised that
the price of gas going off the roof as well.
Under the PIA was specific concerning this oil industry, that if you have a local content and they can satisfy local consumers, don't bring in any other product of similar quality or quantity into the country. It's there in the PIA, and that was why Dangote went to court. So, why are you going against your own law? Did Dangote stop any other person from opening up a refinery? The answer is no. So, why is it that the man, in fact, it was that PIA that even gave him the boldness to continue with this refinery, knowing fully well that yes, he has a business to satisfy here. But the man finished, and you saw all the impediment they put on his way. In the first place, they said that the fuel is of low quality. The man said, okay, come and test it. Second, they said that the thing is not even half completed. There is no obstacle they did not put on his way. At the time, the man was so frustrated, and he was begging them to come and buy the refinery. So when you see all these things, does it show goodwill on the part of government? The answer is capital no. So on what ground will I sit down here and blame Dangote? When the man have seen that people are sabotaging him deliberately with the help of the government. With the help of government, for God's sake, who is giving these people license to import? This is not how to compete. You don't go and bring in something that we have here as a competition. That is not competition. Meanwhile, those people will bring this in here, and then with the connivance of the government, they will lower the price to upstage Dangote. Later, they will go through the back door and collect the subsidy money. Or has it not been happening? These are issues that people should look into.
But don't you think Nigerians want a situation whereby they can afford fuel?
Absolutely. I'm not speaking. Nobody is speaking against Dangote.
They can afford fuel. On what ground? What are the conditions? Okay, you cannot import it.
The same assistance, whatever Dangote got from Nigeria government that brought out that refinery, should also be given to other refineries that are yet to come on stream.
Is it the fault of Dangote? Is it his fault?
It's not his fault.
So you're talking to government.
We are talking to government, and we are also telling Dangote that for now, let there be that monopoly that Nigerians can be able to afford fuel.
Have the man not tried? Has he not tried? Be sincere to yourself. Has Dangote not tried?
It's the only one we look onto at the moment.
He has tried now. Because going by the obstacles on his way, the man have tried. He have tried. It's just that government is not being faithful to their own law. Go and read at the PIA. Go and see what is going on.
Those are the things that's why we hold government accountable in whatever we are discussing.
It's the government. It's the government, please. It's the government.
All right. Talking about the government and MOUs, Nigeria signs MOU. I like Dele to go first on this one. Nigeria signs MOU with Turkey for solid minerals development. Now let me just read a little into it. Nigeria and the Republic of Turkey have signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen bilateral cooperation in the solid mineral sector, marking a significant step towards deepening economic collaboration between both countries. Well, that's not all. The federal government also engaged a Chinese firm by the name New Power Technology, NPT, yesterday in a strategic partnership to manufacture and assemble compressed natural gas, CNG, and electric vehicles infrastructure in Nigeria.
You see, for me,
Both of them.
where we got it wrong in the first place, in our own land, then this
Look at it like a part of it. What benefit from it?
strong on it. That's why we're looking for.
It starts from there. So that is the issue.
Mr. Darlington.
You know, when you are in a desperate situation, you will be looking for outsiders to validate your position. This administration is very strong in looking for foreign validation. Very, very strong on it. That's why if you check and look at most of the loan and agreement they have signed, in fact, they literally sold Nigeria away so that those people will now validate and support and back them up in the administration. That is the first thing you should be looking at. Look at what happened when they went to UK to collect 700 billion pounds. Look at the conditions. There are still industry that is almost dead. Because of this agreement, it has been resurrected. Meanwhile, Ajaokuta Steel Complex is there. The man did not even bother with that one. He didn't think of it. Just so that the UK government will validate and back him up that he's doing so well. Is there any other reason? Is there any other reason?
No other
nothing
reason.
there, nothing else. And so when we are talking with the facts on ground. Why should a government, a president, go and make such agreement with a foreign government to the detriment of his people and his economy? Is it done anywhere? These are part of what has been going on. Now that Turkey, I don't know where the Turkey came from. All I know is Turkey.
That's their new name.
It's Turkey.
Yes, no, it's not.
Their new name is
the
Turkey.
country says
Then
they are now Turkey.
they should check it. They should remove the talk there entirely.
The country says since 2022,
I don't know what
they are
is
now
Turkey. Turkey. So
Oh,
what
yes.
I'm saying in essence that this country is very notorious for certain things that is troubling us here. A country that the US have labeled a terrorist organization, a terrorist country. We are making this type of deal with them. Please, is that the best country to do that? The last time I checked, they said Australia is very strong in mineral resources, gold and all that, in mining it. That is their forte. Have we ever gone there to talk to Australian government? We have not.
All right.
So all these things that we are doing, by the time it will haunt all of us, we will not even remember where it came from. That is just the problem. We will not remember that we brought these things into our life. We brought it. How do you go and contract a terrorist
Since
country to come and
Bumi
be
made
mining
mention
and-
of Turkey,
Guys, you can see what Nigerians are going through in Nigeria. The Tinubu's government has failed woefully. I mean, so badly that, guys, these people don't merit coming back to power come 2027. The Tinubu's government does not deserve coming back to power again, guys. This is unbelievable. You know, many people have been reacting about, you know, all these things happening in Nigeria. And guess what? Tinubu is just silent. You know, Tinubu is just silent. Okay, let me read this. This person said people should stop making video by showing the capture of Fulani Islamic jihadists online. People should just delete them secretly. No need of any announcement or handing them to this authority where they will be released back into the society. Okay, nobody has the right to kill. You know, they should face the law. So this person is saying that once they arrest them, they should just buy them. But I don't think that is, they should not buy them, but let them face the law, because what is even annoying is how these Fulanis are just released without trial. They don't go through anything. They will just come out, commit their evil, and it's as if it's not even human life that is being affected, guys. That is the most worst of it. Anyway, I don't know what you make of all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. But before then, let me read out this latest headline that of what is happening in Nigeria. This guy here said, this is not the time for tribalism or fighting among ourselves. We should not wait for celebrities before speaking up, because this nation belongs to us all. Bandits are now taking over many places. Nash boy, guys, this person is saying that hey God, these guys are milking people. The government is behind this. If you see the money that the Fulani is posted, guys, this is scary. I'm just wondering, where did they get all this money? It's as if they got it from the bank. The way the money is well arranged. Anyway, this could really be ransom. Do you know what they are demanding from the federal government? They say billions. Guys, I don't know where this one is coming from. Hey, Nigerians, this money, many Nigerians will never see it all their lives. The Fulanis who didn't go to school, they are now the ones milking Nigerians. This person says, if our adopted teachers and pupils are not released before the end of this week, we will block all major roads linking Ogbomosho to other towns. Ogbomosho youths threaten mass action during protests over kidnapped victims. I think the Yorubas are supposed to say, it is your man that is in power, and you people are doing as if you can't talk, right? Tinubu has failed. You cannot talk. You can't come out to make demands. Now, this headline says, calls for INEC. INEC calls for independent electronic transmission of NDC result intensifies as Nigerians raise alarm over leak of confidential data. Other INEC blueprint to rig 2027 election for APC. Yes, guys. There is need for that. There is real need. This is why Nigeria should never been in existence in the first place. This person is saying that Nigeria shouldn't have existed. Tinubu has finished people, guys. Insecurity everywhere. And he said he's afraid to die. That if he steps on toes, they will kill him. Why did you take power that you cannot work with? Practical steps Nigerians must take to stop ADC, APC, and Tinubu INEC from rigging election. Anything less than this, then we should brace ourselves for renewed hell point. Pass it on. Anyway, guys, I don't know what you make of all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.